video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey. Oh, okay. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's just shocking that the Secret of King Rascal is apparently going to be a 3-parter.
Oh yeah, I did not realize that, right? And I did not realize how big this fucking kingdom of Terra was, right? This planet is way bigger than I thought, right?
Here's the thing that's confusing to me, right? Because the thing is, when we see the opening bit, when they show us the world map and everything, right? Everything looks so far apart, and then in the next shot, it looks like they're all kind of. I don't know if that's just the sugar
right?
them.
I don't remember if in the TV show they've actually shown the world map yet or not, right? But in the TV, they make it seem like all the nations are like neighboring countries, like an actual Westeros and everything, right?
Yeah,
like an actual.
Like they're just like a few hundred miles away, but not like continents apart or something.
No, they were actually separate by oceans. Unironically, there is an ocean dividing them, right?
Yeah, but it's weird, right? Because the thing is like when we see it, like I don't know, it's weird because again, it's just Sugadom looks like it has like the other 4 neighboring kingdoms. But then in here, it's just kind of like, but then on the map, it shows that they're clearly all separated by an ocean or something, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to take that as, if that, like, in that one shot, that's all of Sugadom, or if those are, like, the other kingdoms. It's just kind of weird to me. It's not, I'm pretty sure it might be just Sugadom. Also, like, how is this kingdom the strongest of them all? I still have not seen any feats of strength from these people.
Yeah, no,
or this kingdom
Sugadom is that entire island, apparently, right?
Yeah, apparently, and then fuck if I know.
I don't understand how Sugar is the strongest nation when if you think about it, it is actually the weakest nation because it is right in the middle of all the other nations, right? So if all the other nations decided to team up, they can actually Sugar cannot protect its borders, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I'm
like from a tactical standpoint, it is actually in like a geography threatening area, right?
No, yeah, because it's in the center of everything, and literally everybody else can kind of just conglomerate on all sides and probably have like they'll be dealing with a war of 4 fronts, and that is not good for a kingdom of 1. Like they're bound to be like fucking invaded and conquered, and it would not be like easy to even throw them off. I doubt even Sugadom could even do so. I mean, for one,
right?
You have fucking Yanma's kingdom with fucking random fucking tech. You have Himeno who can basically at this point, as far as I'm convinced, can revive the dead. And then you also have
except her parents. She can't revive her parents,
Well, yeah, okay. She came up with the technology afterwards, okay? In a dash of mad science. But you also have like Bobowski's kingdom, in which he can just because of his
clearly has the most geographical power, right?
Yeah, and the fact that he can supply food to all of the other kingdoms, and it's been stated that he is the reason why everyone else has their food. Like for one, he can just cut off Sugadom's supply real quick, and also. Because assuming everyone else is in an alliance, he can just keep feeding the other armies.
You think about it, Sugadom has no political event. Like the only thing that it has is the fact that it has the Kuwaga, and Kuwaga is supposed to be the god bug of the other 4 god bugs, right?
Yeah.
Right, because it's the centralized. But hey, they could actually just fuck off, right?
Yeah, they pretty much can, dude.
Now that we see the world map, I don't understand how Rascal's plan is actually supposed to. I understand why he wants to get all the other countries under his control, because it makes sense now. His country is actually inferior to all the other countries from a political and geographical standpoint, right?
Yeah, I mean the thing is they're in the middle of nowhere. Apparently they don't have much in the way of food. I'm assuming they get all their technology from Yanma and their healing from Himeno. And well, I mean honestly, probably the most brutal army, if I'm gonna put a guess on it, is Rika, right?
Rita, yeah.
Rita. Okay, yeah, I was thinking it was either Rita.
Yeah, Rita Repulsa, right?
Rita Repulsa.
That's the joke right now.
Yeah, okay, that's the joke. But yeah, you have Rita Repulsa, who's basically probably the strongest army because like for some reason it's always the Northern Army that's strongest, especially if they're in a cold setting.
I don't
And
believe
also
look
it's
the
pretty
North,
brutal.
you know, the North remembers, you
Yes,
know,
yes,
right?
the North.
That's the line from Game of Thrones, you know.
Yeah. The North remembers to throw these hands at you if you decided to
Right,
fuck
the
with
North
them.
never forgets, you know. Jon Snow might forget, but the North remembers, you know.
Jesus, dude.
Right?
But yeah, she'll get fucking boned. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, this is just basically like because like in the beginning it's just kind of like also I don't know if it's like just a thing with my ears, but it's like it's a different narrator this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to be certain because I was just kind of like, this is new, this is different. But
That was like the first thing I noticed. Before I noticed the geographical non-existent power of Shugenum, right? That's the second thing I noticed, right? Eric, that's the thing I take notice about our world. Right, the first thing I noticed is the narrator, and then the second thing I noticed is political power of the world, you know, right?
yeah, the narrator and the political geographical power of or the stage
yeah, right.
of
But
the
no,
world.
it is actually a different narrator. And now that we know the big secret of how the narrator in the main series work, in fact, it's Jeremy Bearimy, right?
Oh yeah, true.
Who's the show's narrator? Who the fuck is this? Is this a third party character that's gonna be introduced later in the show now? Right? Because now we actually have an unreliable narrator within the show that we actually cannot trust, right?
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it for a hot second. Honestly.
If this narrator in the Rascal special ends up becoming like an actual character within the show, right?
Yeah, and if he does, I don't know if I'm gonna be slightly annoyed. I mean, well, I doubt they're gonna do the same like twist like twice in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I don't know if you can hear
Hey,
that. But I knocked on it.
look, Anakin, you didn't kill those children, right?
No, not just
Right?
the children, but the men and women too. The joke is ruined. If we mentioned the men first, then it would have worked. But fuck. Oh damn it! I didn't fucking pass this. Fuck me. No, sorry. Just to give context, I'm playing a gacha in the middle of this in the background.
Oh yeah, you're getting fucked. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am getting fucked right now. Well, sort of. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about David's reaction to me pulling a meta busting character.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, essentially, like in the beginning of the episode, I think if we're still in the beginning of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like how the narrator, like whoever this guy might be, he could be like completely new person, but he literally just straight up says, "Oh yeah, this is a story of how this guy is the worst king in fucking history." By the way,
fucking funny.
it's just fucking.
They're already giving up the spoiler for this thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's like. If we're gonna assume like how the story's gonna go, it's kind of gonna be obvious that he's just gonna lose out and everything, right? So, I mean, not that big of a surprise, but I mean, I'm glad that at least history has acknowledged us as being on the right side of history.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right? How much can we trust this narrator for what he said,
That's
right?
also true, especially if we consider the fact that since they made the previous narrator into an actual fucking character, can we trust this guy to be either the same or a neutral narrator? That's the thing.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is how we learn about how Rascal gets the built caliber, the King Caliber Zero, whatever the fuck, right?
I mean, it's not really much building, right? Because the thing is, from what I'm saying, from what they're saying, I mean, they seem to imply that they're just trying to figure out, like, because they apparently had King-Ohger Zero, the other mech that showed up, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
They've always had it, but they were never able to unlock it, even though it's part of the
activate it.
Yeah, because they're part of the bloodline, and so he's just no, but yeah, he has this random scientist, who basically is a slob by eating a lot of candy.
Who's a quirky scientist, you know, right? She's like, oh yeah, I love eating sweets, you know, that's my thing.
Yeah, and I love my work so much I'm willing to die for it, that kind of thing. And
that's me, right?
Yeah, that's me. Here I am eating candy, consistently contemplating the moment of my death that comes closer with every second the more I work, But hey, that's cool. Science is fucking great. I'm willing to die for science. Oh my god, I have no life ahead of me at this point. That kind of thing. But there is an interesting dynamic, at least between the scientist and the and Rascal. If only because there's this like, it's weird because the thing is we have it so that she's basically like, hey, I'm here to go ahead and basically do this work, help you unlock the secrets of King-Ohger Zero and being able to actually use the sword. And so you have this weird, they have this interesting understanding. It's the way they kind of place it in the narrative where it seems to show that Rascal is like, he has a reason for this, but I don't know. But I mean, for how we've seen him so far, like for what he's doing, it's not really a benevolent reason.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
But it's weird that she seems to be kind of understanding and somewhat sympathetic to Rascal. Especially when Rascal was like, once he sees like King-Ohger Zero and everything, she's just like, or he's like, he has like a tear forming in his eye, and she's like really sympathetic, so she just wipes the tear away with her sleeve, and it's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, Rascal doesn't really like it, but there's like a strange tolerance or like strange dynamic between the two, which is kind of interesting so far. But we don't really get like maybe 5 minutes, if anything. Well, not even 5 minutes.
Hey, we should probably mention these are 10 minutes long episodes, right?
Yeah, it's straight up 10 minutes. It's not a lot to go
Boy,
by. But
I hope this isn't a Kamen Rider fuck. What was it? Was it
this isn't a Kamen Rider fuck.
Veil? Was it Veil? Was it that were like 10 minutes long episode or something, right? It was one of the fucking. It was one of the fucking online web Kamen Rider series that we did, where the miniseries were all like...
Are we talking about the one when it came to, I don't remember his name for the life of me, it has been a long fucking while, but, what was his name?
Genta the Dad?
No, I was thinking about back in the Saber days when they had, the guy who was running around with the ninja wannabe.
Oh, fucking, Red, right?
Yeah, I think it was Ren, right? I'm talking about the other guy that was riding along with him.
Fucking Disaster?
Yeah, Disaster. Because those were like what, 5-10 minutes or something, right?
Oh yeah.
So like, I think it's it's about a similar length. So like, but what they managed to put in here is at least interesting.
Oh no, it's a lot, right?
Oh yeah, it is a lot, dude.
Because also, apparently, this super smart, stupid scientist girl never thought. Oh, maybe you need the bloodline to wield the sword, you know, right? Oh, who would have fucking thought, right?
Why didn't no? I'm pretty sure it may have been something that she would have considered, but like the thing is, King Rascal
I don't know.
Okay,
she considered it.
Okay,
she was acting really smart, surprised when the DNA unlocked the sword. Like, oh wow, didn't think of using the sword. Didn't think of using the sword. Probably requires a royal lineage to trigger. You know.
Well, to be fair, Rascal isn't the kind of guy who's gonna give up any of his bodily fluids because he's that kind of dude.
Do you think she's like? Do you think she wants to milk Rascal? Like, she wants some of that Rascal juice, in her.
No, please stop. We're not going into Rascal juice here, okay? I refuse to even go near this tangent or even touch upon this tangent, okay? I absolutely fucking refuse, dude. I do not want to think about this man's juices. That's just every day I'm a step.
I think that's gonna be the name of this episode.
No, please do not name it that at all. Please, for the love of God, do not call it Rascal's Juice. I swear to God, if you do that, I'm straight up quitting this right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, here's the thing. Hey, you don't know when this episode is gonna be uploaded, right? You're probably gonna forget by that time,
To be fair, if I'm being completely honest, I might actually forget. But if the moment I see it, I will remember it and I will quit on you, Austin. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. God, it's you don't understand. I have a headache. I actually have a headache from that just because of how just not
do you know what we should do when we have a headache? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, take some medicine for that, right? Take some Advil.
Okay, I was waiting for like some kind of like fucking weird bit that you were gonna fucking do.
Oh, what do you think I was gonna? I was gonna tell you to drink some Rascal juice.
Okay, all right. I set that up. That's on me. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's go back to the Advil. I'll take that over whatever the fuck you just said right now. Okay, I'll take that. Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, hey, look, yeah. She figured out, oh yeah, hey, look, you need royal blood or royal sweat or something to unlock the sword.
Well, to be
right?
fair, I don't think anybody well, it's not really the war sweat. It was like his tear when he was like, oh, finally, I'm so.
Oh yeah, his royal juices, right?
Okay, I swear, every day we get closer. We get closer to me quitting. But I mean, yeah, it's just like.
Also, I don't know how her hand is the one that triggers it when it was the sleeve, right?
No, well, wait, hold on. I thought she had the sleeve like touch the sword, right?
No, she was using her hands, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense, right?
Oh, I guess it's just in close proximity. I guess. I mean, I guess that's the excuse they're going for,
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
You have this whole thing where she basically like, oh shit, didn't think that would work, and then also I don't know if there was a point to it. I don't know because the thing is, earlier in the episode, like it's shown that she loves eating candy, but then she was offering a sweet to Rascal, and she just took like a whole ass like I guess you call it like. I don't know, gumball or something like that. I don't know what the actual.
Was that a hard candy? Was that a jelly candy she swallowed?
No, yeah, because I'm like, if that was a hard candy, I'm like, god damn, how do you know?
Hey, look, she has a good swallow game,
Oh
right?
my god, I swear. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure to make it so that I can railroad this away from the juices and jokes with this. Okay, I refuse to be a part of this right now. Because look, I'd be fine with this normally.
I was like, was that hard? That definitely looked like hard candy. She just swallowed right away. I was like. How did you not choke on that? You should have choked on that.
I was surprised. I'm like, are you okay, lady? What is this?
I'm sure this character has a name, and I'm just too lazy to bother to remember it. Because this is like a 10-minute episode. I'm not gonna fucking remember.
Yeah, and to be fair, they kill her off pretty quickly in the episode. Because the thing is, when she swallowed the hard candy, I don't know if that was supposed to imply that's what she's using in order to transform into what she transformed into later. But I found that interesting to begin with. But the thing is, right after she discovers that whole thing, we have a brief interaction with Rascal and Grunt A, basically like, man, I don't know if I trust her. Like, you doubt my wisdom. It's like, I don't know, man. I just kind of don't like her. And then next thing you know, Grunt B comes and is like, hey, we got a Bugnarok attacking the lab and everything.
I think it's funny how he waits until he gets close to Rascal. You think he would have been yelling that from like across the room, right? Because I feel like that's very important thing you should not wait.
No, yeah, because it's like this thing that's like what apparently hinges on his entire plan, because he plans to use this the King-Ohger Zero in order to...
This is the important thing, I don't know why you're waiting so long to say this, right?
Yeah, and then but I was like, oh, you could have yelled at me from a thousand feet away. We have the acoustics for it, but then they go ahead and
run big off. Fucking space, right?
Yeah, they had this big old fucking space, and it was just I guess the acoustics don't carry. I assume they would have. But Rascal, basically immediately drops everything, heads over to the lab, and then we see the random.
Oh yeah, hey. This mysterious Bugnarok. How does this Bugnarok get in here? What's up with that? Right?
Yeah, I mean, how could this have happened? But Grunt A tries his best in trying to fight.
Oh yeah, he gets blasted right away. He gets bitch slapped right away. Right.
Yeah, he gets bitch slapped, and then also Rascal. I will. As much as I hate the man, I will admit the man knows how to move around in a fight, because that man legit like just fucking ducked and weaved and dodged and everything. But fucking the Bugnarok basically grabs a sword, is about to kill the scientist assistant, that's there, and then Rascal it's kind of interesting. Mainly because we don't really get this kind of behavior from him earlier, but he kind of like defends him while also, and basically takes the blow of the sword, which has miraculously not cut him in half. Since it implies that it can actually, straight up cut a bitch, But he takes the blow and he's like, you can't die until you're done with my work. So that kind of thing. It's very weird because the way they kind of portray it and how the actor kind of portrays the scene. It kind of gives a sense of like they're doing this out of necessity, rather than pure evil. So it makes me wonder what Rascal is trying to do in the first place. But
Right.
they have all that. When then we have him do his transformation after he kind of boasts or brags about being like the first the kingdom of the first ruler of the first kingdom. So then we kind of get his transformation, and then basically
still not an actual transformation sequence, right?
yeah. Honestly, I don't mind so much myself, but I am very surprised that that we really haven't gotten any quote unquote real transformation sequences. But
right, in the show, which is actually amazing,
Yeah, I mean it allows for us to quickly cut into the meat of the story rather than having to focus on the flashiness of the scene, which they do have allowances for that, but that's mostly in the fight scenes. But that's a whole other thing. But basically, King Rascal basically very quickly eliminates, or they basically just destroys the bug Naraka.
Whatever the fuck this bug thing is, I don't even know what type of I don't even know what fucking bug this is, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then you have this whole thing where it's shown that the bug Naraka is actually like basically the other scientist that was there. And so she quickly kind of reminds Rascal about the promise that they made early in the episode. It's like, hey, when I'm dying, you come and you be the one to collect my body. And he's like, yeah, all right. Also, I should have remembered to mention it. I really liked how they did that scene with the whole the side profile front facing thing.
Oh yeah. When they were talking earlier, yeah, no, I was very confused by that until they did it with her as well. They showed like from her perspective. I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, this makes sense now. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it now. Right. Yeah, no, that was a good that was a good scene, but pretty much. Hey, look, I killed her, right? Oh yeah, she was like, I killed her. I fulfill her promise of her wanting to die, right? Good thing I did that. So, and then she's dead. I'm gonna look up see what the fuck this character's name is real quick, right? I feel like we should probably learn. I don't know how relevant this character is going to be coming into the rest of the show. This is just like an OVA only character. So let's figure out what the fuck this character's name is.
With the way they kind of imply the whole the thing is she's doing something pretty important. So I mean it's pretty important, but she's been put into an OVA. So I mean I figure she has some importance because she does basically for what she does. She does basically allow Rascal to essentially be able to use the mech in the first place and be able to transform because of that. So, I mean, she's important for a quick scene, but otherwise, I don't know how important she is.
Vidalia. I forgot they do say her name.
Right. Okay. So I am curious because the thing is, they do imply like I believe in the preview piece like. Oh no! Hold on. I'm skipping ahead a little too much. I mean, have we talked about the ending of the episode?
No, yeah. So he kills her. He's like, guess I gotta report myself for murder. Right?
Which is kind of curious.
Hey, what button do I press to go to the police? Right?
Yeah. It's like well, at least I had the police on speed dial. But it's interesting because the thing is we have it so that also I will say the scene is a little weird at the end of it because the thing is I'll explain what was the weird in a little bit, but the thing is we have an interesting character moment where Rascal honestly because I don't really expect this of this man, but and I'm pretty certain that he has an ulterior motive, but right after killing Vidalia, right? Yeah. So right after killing Vidalia, he basically says that he's committed a murder and turns himself in, which is kind of shocking because for one,
in fact that he does something like this, right?
Yeah,
you would think as a ruler he could just say, oh no, Vidalia fell out of the open window on the 12th floor, complete accident. She just wasn't looking. Jesus. Right?
Yeah. She was too close to the edge of her yacht and happened to fall down and drown. I don't know what happened. But
she should have checked her food if she knew she had such a deadly allergy to peanuts, right? I don't know why she would eat this peanut butter sandwich like that, right?
Yeah, it's just so odd. Like, why would she eat peanut butter when she knew she was so deathly allergic? But the thing is
that she just also happened to forget her EpiPen in the car, It was such a tragedy that could have been avoided, Right?
Yeah, for sure. And also, the thing is that like the thing is like he could have because the thing is he could have honestly just said like a half truth, basically saying there was a Bugnarok that invaded my kingdom and went ahead and he went ahead and killed my scientist, my leading scientist, or something like that. Or he could have just said she was a Bugnarok in disguise and I had to strike her down. Like there's legit no reason why for him to say any of that.
What the fuck is a carrion beetle? What the fuck is God? We're learning. Man, that's the thing about good thing about King-Ohger. We're learning a lot about different species of bugs that aren't just freaks of nature bugs, right?
Look, man, as long as they're not the fucking wasp, I'm fine.
Hey, God. I don't know what you're talking about, right? I don't know. I mean, this one's okay. This one's not frightening, right?
No, I mean, that one's fine unless it's somehow kind of some parasitic beetle or something. But
does this beetle also make you lose your faith in God, right?
I mean, it could. It depends on what it does, man. It really depends on what it does. But the thing is,
apparently they were used for inspecting dead bodies. Apparently,
Really?
Interesting. Yeah. In medieval times, you use it for forensic. Interesting.
Huh. I mean, I guess that kind of carries over, considering that the bug or bug version of Vidalia was killed, dead body. I guess it tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there is this whole bit honestly, for a 10-minute episode, it's pretty stellar. I will say the weird thing that I did find was that when
it does prove more Rascal character stuff we haven't seen in the show,
and there's some kind of like depth that we're starting to get with his character for sure. So it's definitely kind of nice to see that there's like I mean the man is definitely mad, but there is a method to his madness for some reason, one way or the other, Also, real quick, because I want to mention it before we move past it, but like when he said, "I've committed a murder," were you weirded out by the scene of Vidalia's body just being like dragged across the screen?
That was real fucking funny.
That was so weird. I'm like, why did you put this in here? All you had to do was just do your close up.
Why did you edit? You could have just cut to the body, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have to do. It's like so fucking. Like, it goes back to this week's episode of with Jeremy Barabee, right?
Yeah,
when they had him flying, right? It's like such a stupid. This is such a stupid scene. Like if they wanted to keep this weird editing stuff, they could have done what they did earlier, like have like his full face profile, like a side profile.
Yeah, and then have her body like be in the foreground to kind of really emphasize what was happened and everything, to basically reflect on the previous scene.
Stupid.
But I don't know why they did that. It's so fucking weird.
Bad.
It's so
I would never direct anything like this. I would have. There's because the problem is they're also zooming in on his face to show his intensity of the moment.
Yeah.
And it's ruined by this PNG of a woman just sliding by.
It's like the thing is, even for 10 minutes, like this is a pretty good OVA for a 10-minute episode, right? But the thing is that like everything that you're getting invested in, because it's actually kind of like a really kind of somber, mysterious kind of episode, just kind of like setting up like what like hints of why Rascal is doing what he's doing and the sacrifices that he's willing to make to achieve them. That's what the purpose
of the series is supposed to explore. Why is he such a dick? Right?
Yeah, and so then and we're getting hints of that and everything, and I'm liking where we're going with the story. But then you see the PNG, and I'm like, why? Why is this here? This does not need to be here. It did not need to happen like this. Why? It just broke my immersion with it, dude. So fucking wild.
Oh, that's what broke your immersion? Everything else was believable? Yeah.
Look, everything else was believable within the narrative of the story, okay?
A country that's surrounded by 4 other countries that has geopolitical power over them,
Alright, Austin, look. If people can ignore how fast dragons can fly in Game of Thrones, I can ignore what's going on in the geographical, political fucking world map that is New Terra, okay? I can go ahead and ignore that for sure. But yeah, I mean that's this like I suppose this week's episode.
Next episode. Look, the boards were they haven't announced when these episodes are coming out. They haven't said if this like a once a month thing, every 2 weeks or whatever the fuck. They just said, oh no, there's 3 episodes. When the fuck these episodes coming out? Hey, that's a good question, right? We'll let you know. Check out the Wikipedia. check out the Twitter page. Tweet at us, and we'll tell you. Right?
Yeah, that's not happening at all. But still, pretty solid 10-minute episode. I will say that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're exploring Rascal's character, right? To find out why he, it's like every good JRPG villain, We gotta find out before why they wanted to commit mass genocide, what made them sad,
Yeah,
right?
what made them sad and drove them to murder. Time to find out. And whenever the next episode comes out.
Yeah, alright, that's it. Yeah, pretty solid, pretty good, pretty good, right? Alright, that's it.
Yeah. Are you eating something right now?
I'm trying to swallow the candle before I go to the outro.
Just do the outro while you're eating food. See what kind of different.
The candles are so good. I don't want to waste my mouth talking. But I could be using my mouth to eat these candles.
No. Like, just do the intro while you're eating food, and then ruin the immersion for everyone else by the end of this episode, like they did with this one.
Wait. Alright, coronavirus. Don't think watch it for your mask getting shots. Boost is a thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.